Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. You can't keep walking through life like you got forever to get it together. See, too many people out here act like tomorrow is promised. You out here chilling, taking your time, making excuses, playing victim, talking about, I'm just waiting on the right time. Baby, the right time was yesterday. You keep telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. You keep saying, next week, I'll get serious. But let me hit you with something real. Tomorrow isn't promised. That's not just a catchy phrase, it's a fact. People go to sleep every night with plans for the next day and never wake up. That's the reality. And yet, here you are, delaying your greatness, procrastinating on your purpose, acting like you got an unlimited amount of time to get it together. You don't. None of us do. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we have time. You don't have time to waste on negativity. You don't have time to be stuck in the same mindset that's held you back for years. You don't have time to entertain drama, doubt, or distractions. Every minute you waste, somebody else is out there grinding, healing, growing, and becoming who they were created to be. And you still think you can start later. Later might not show up. You've been saying for years, I'm gonna change. But every year looks the same. Same circle, same habits, same excuses. You're waiting for life to get easier before you start fixing what's broken, but it doesn't work like that. Life don't slow down so you can catch up. Life keeps moving whether you're ready or not. You don't get to hit pause. You either move with it or you get left behind wondering where the years went. There's danger in delay. You think playing it safe is smart, but the truth is playing it safe is costing you everything. Your dreams, your peace, your growth. It's all on hold because you keep telling yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. Let me ask you something. What if tomorrow doesn't come? What if the only chance you had to get it right was today and you missed it because you were too busy being scared, lazy, distracted, or not ready? Time is not your friend if you don't respect it. Every second is a gift. Every sunrise is a second chance. But chances don't last forever. If you're breathing, you're blessed. But blessings come with responsibility. You can't fix what you won't confront. That's the truth most people run from. It's easy to blame your past, your parents, your circumstances, your ex, your boss, the economy, anyone and anything. Because facing yourself requires courage. It's uncomfortable to look in the mirror and admit, I've been the problem. But until you do that, nothing's going to change. You keep running in circles, wondering why life keeps hitting you the same way. It ain't life. It's you refusing to face what's really going on inside. Most people avoid confrontation with themselves because it hurts. It's painful to acknowledge your flaws, to sit with your own mess, to peel back the layers of excuses and expose the truth underneath. But let me tell you something, pain is part of the process. Healing doesn't happen without it. You can't fix your attitude, your mindset, your relationships, or your finances if you're too scared to admit they're broken in the first place. You can't grow in denial. Growth begins where the lies end. That means no more sugarcoating, no more pretending. You got to call it what it is. If you're lazy, say it. If you're bitter, admit it. If you're insecure, own it. The moment you confront it, you take back your power. You stop being a victim and start becoming responsible. That's where real change starts. Not in the pretending, but in the truth. Some of y'all pray for change but ignore conviction. You want new results, but refuse to change your behavior. You read self-help books, listen to motivational talks, post quotes on Instagram, but when it's time to really confront the habits, attitudes, and beliefs that keep you stuck, you look the other way. That's not growth. That's avoidance dressed up in good intentions. You got to get real about what's going on inside of you. Not because it's fun, not because it feels good, but because you can't fix what you keep hiding from. The longer you avoid the truth, the longer you delay your healing. And every day you delay, you stay stuck in a version of yourself that no longer fits who you're supposed to be. Growth is uncomfortable but necessary. See, everybody wants to level up, everybody wants to glow up, the breakthrough, the success story, but not everybody wants to feel the stretch it takes to get there. Because real growth doesn't come with comfort. It comes with pressure, with pain, with a little bit of loneliness and a whole lot of discipline. That's why most people stay where they are. It's easier to stay safe than to step into the unknown. But comfort zones are where dreams go to die. When you start growing, you start losing. You lose people who are only connected to your old mindset. You lose habits that used to bring temporary peace. You lose the version of yourself that was okay with mediocrity. And that process, it hurts. It feels like something's being ripped away. But what you're feeling isn't destruction, it's transformation. It's like breaking a bone just to set it straight. Painful? Yes. Necessary? Absolutely. Growth is messy. It's not this clean, polished journey like you see on social media. It's sleepless nights. It's crying in silence. It's questioning if you're even doing the right thing. It's waking up early when your body says sleep. It's staying focused when distractions call your name. It's choosing discipline over desire. That's what growth really looks like when nobody's watching. Sometimes growth feels like losing your mind. You start noticing everything around you is shifting. Your circle, your mindset, your energy, even the things you used to enjoy. You start outgrowing conversations, environments, and even your old ways of thinking. It's a lonely road because not everyone's going where you're headed. And the higher you go, the thinner the air gets. You start realizing that not everybody can breathe, and that's okay. The discomfort that comes with growth is the price you pay for becoming who you're meant to be. It's the tension between who you were and who you're becoming. And yes, that tension can break you if you let it. But if you learn to embrace it, to walk through it instead of running from it, that same tension will build strength, character, and clarity. Stop waiting for the right time. Start today. That perfect moment you keep waiting on, it doesn't exist. There's no magic hour when all the lights turn green, when your fear disappears, when the money's perfect, the mood is right, the support is lined up, and everything just falls into place. Life doesn't work like that. If you keep waiting for things to be ideal before you make a move, you'll be sitting still forever. Time keeps ticking whether you're ready or not. People convince themselves that delay is wisdom, but most of the time, delay is just fear wearing a mask. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting small. You don't want to look stupid. You don't want to feel uncomfortable. But let me tell you something. There's never been a great success story that didn't start with a moment of discomfort and a decision to begin anyway. The most powerful thing you can do is take the first step before you feel ready. Starting today doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. It just means you're committed to moving. It means you're tired of your own excuses. It means you understand that progress beats perfection every single time. Too many people waste years talking about what they're about to do. Dreams die in the waiting room. Potential turns to regret when you let fear dictate your timing. That business idea, that book, that weight loss journey, that healing process, whatever it is for you, it's not going to move until you do. The longer you wait, the more crowded your life becomes with missed opportunities. You think doors will always be open, but some doors close for good. And you never know when that moment is coming. Start where you are, with what you have, in the middle of your fear, in the middle of your mess. Because the truth is, movement creates momentum. And when you start now, even if it's small, even if it's shaky, you send a signal to yourself and to life that you're serious about changing. Your effort activates your breakthrough. A lot of people are waiting on a miracle, waiting on luck, waiting on somebody to come rescue them from the life they're unhappy with, but nothing moves until you move. Faith without effort is just wishful thinking. Hope without hustle won't get you far. You can pray all day, you can speak all the affirmations you want, but until you put some action behind that desire, nothing's going to shift. Breakthrough doesn't show up to the passive. It doesn't visit the lazy. Breakthrough knocks on the door of the one who kept showing up when it was hard, who kept going when they were tired, who kept believing when they couldn't see the results yet. It's your consistency that triggers change. It's your persistence that opens the door. Sitting around waiting on life to hand you something is the fastest way to stay stuck. Life responds to movement. Life responds to energy. When you move, doors open, things shift, opportunities come into view that you couldn't see standing still. Most people want the reward, but don't want the routine. They want the harvest, but avoid the planting season. They want to be seen at the top, but don't want to climb. That climb is where the effort lives. That climb is where the grind happens, where the character is built, where the inner strength is formed. And you can't skip that part. You can't shortcut your way to real growth or real success. There is power in effort. Even when it feels like nothing is changing, something is. You're building discipline. You're changing your mindset. You're becoming the kind of person who can handle the next level. And the crazy part is, your effort doesn't always show results right away. But that doesn't mean it's wasted. It's all adding up. It's all stacking behind the scenes, waiting for the moment when everything breaks open. You're worth the work it takes to change. A lot of people forget that part. They think change is just about becoming better for others, proving something to the world, or finally getting validation. But real transformation starts when you understand that you at your core are valuable, not because of what you've done, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. And that version of you, the healed, whole, focused, disciplined version, is waiting to be revealed. But you've got to believe you're worth fighting for. The reason some people never grow is because they've convinced themselves they don't deserve better. They've made peace with pain, adjusted to dysfunction, and settled in environments that keep them small. Somewhere along the line, they started thinking that this is just who they are now, that this is the best they're going to get. But that's a lie. You're not too far gone. You're not broken beyond repair. You're not stuck unless you decide to be. Change is hard. It takes sacrifice. It means letting go of comfort and facing parts of yourself you've avoided. It means doing the inner work when nobody's clapping, nobody's watching, and nobody's helping. But every bit of that work is worth it because you're worth it. Your peace is worth it. Your future is worth it. And the life you've been dreaming of doesn't come from wishing. It comes from building. Brick by brick, decision by decision, day by day. No one else can do it for you. They can inspire you, support you, even guide you. But the work, that's yours. And it's sacred because it's a declaration that you believe in your own value. You believe there's more for your life than just surviving. You believe your purpose is bigger than your past. That belief is where change begins, and every time you choose growth, even in the smallest way, you're telling the world and yourself that you matter.